Hello, everybody. Welcome to this conversation between Costello and my colleague over there in the UK, Patience Morevi. Patience is in her car today. That's interesting. Hi, Patience.
Hi. Yes, I could not, not make it to the appointment, so I had to do everything to be here still, even if I'm in my car outside. But there's a beautiful sunshine here, as you can see. It's beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely. So today we're going to talk about the language we use. And what do I mean? But I remember this story from when I was quite small. And I would say, for example, my mother would say something like, no, you can't have that, whatever that may be. And I would say, oh, Mum, it's not fair. And my mum used to say, well, it's not raining. And that didn't make sense to me, frustrate me. I understand it now, of course, but it used to frustrate me. And so because I was frustrated, I was probably not at that moment in time the best son a mum could wish to have. Okay, it's only a small example, but sometimes we say things to our children in the heat of the moment. Sometimes we say things that are perhaps unfair, but it's because of the way we're managing our world at that particular time. It's not really directed at our children. So sometimes the language we use affects our relationship with our kids. And that matters, of course it matters. So Patience, before I go on any further, what do you think?
Yeah, I love what you're saying, and I think there's another dimension to the way we voice things. Is also the things that we don't say, the silences, as a parent or as a professional, but also the gesture in the communication. So often the fact that, for example, a young person could come in and be really excited about something and see a stern face, in front of them, is immediately gonna invite doubt. It's gonna invite doubt. It's gonna invite insecurities. Whereas where they would feel, inclined to come and share, they might not, because after that they might be like, oh, if I go here with this message, it might not be well received. And the idea with communication, as Steve was saying, is that you can abruptly close, a discussion where it still needs to go on. Does that make sense?
Absolutely, it does. Yes, it can close a conversation. I just want to, you mentioned the stern face.
Yeah.
Might be good reason for that. It feels that they can't smile, that they have a stern look. But a young person who's full of something wonderful, who just has to share it. So how can we get over that? What can we do? Well, I was doing some work today and a little bit yesterday with clients, and we were talking about smiling. Smiling, what's in a smile? It's great to smile. It's wonderful. I love it when I'm on something like the Underground in London, which has been a while. I don't get to London very often. But on the Underground, I notice that a lot of people don't smile.
Yeah.
Because they're locked into their own world. They're maybe listening to music, reading the paper, thinking about the day, etc. So too many variables, but they're not smiling. So occasionally somebody catches your eye and you smile at them and they smile back. And that little tiny moment is wonderful. Makes you feel great. I've connected. That feels good. You don't need to go for a conversation after that. It would be helpful, but you don't need to. It feels nice. So smiling matters. So if we can smile at our young people when they come in with something that they're clearly excited about, just smile and engage, because why do we want to do that? So let's think about a smile just for a minute. So a smile can express positivity. It can bring to mind positivity, and it can help. This is a big one. It can help bring two or more people to the same page. So just a smile can actually bring us to the same page. And we want to be on the same page as our teams as often as possible.
Yeah.
Okay, there are times when we can't be, but as much as we possibly can, we want to be there. So that smiles also broaden collective mindsets, and they build resources, and these resources help keep us connected. So a smile is so important. You know, we just throw it away. We think, smile. I smile when I'm amused. I may smile when I see something cute. But smiling to connect with somebody really does matter. It's not only about making eye contact. Eye contact matters too. So does a smile.
Yes.
So where can we go with this, Patience?
Yeah, I agree with what you're saying. And you know, another thing with the smile is that when you're smiling yourself as a parent or as a professional, you're already into that positive mindset. So you are not in the confronting, you're not in the confronting mindset. So you're more inclined to listen to whatever is being shared with you. So I think the smile is like an opening statement, if we can say it like that. You know, it's using that smile to say, I'm here and I'm listening to you. And it's also adding some actually it's like adding some gesture, you know, when people say open palms instead of closed arms, you know, like things like that. I think it's really important in terms of communication, because every little thing is picked up by young people. Whether you realize it or not, they pick up everything. So they will pick up when they wanted to come and talk to you and you responded in a certain way. So if you respond more and more with a smile, what's going to happen is that they're going to be drawn. It's like a magnet, isn't it, Steve? It's like a magnet having this smile, and it's just drawing them to come and share with you. I think to add on into the communication as well is the idea that there's no, so it's really difficult to take a step back, especially as a parent, because as a parent, you've got expectation, there's things that you desire for your children. What we are trying to give you as a skill here, and what Steve was talking about with the smile and the exercise of the smile, is that they need to feel confident that they can come to you with anything. So when a young person can come to you and discuss anything, they will feel free to even share things that are not going to be that great or that exciting. And this is the idea. So I think it's like an exercise that you could put as a habit, create as a habit on a daily basis.
Brilliant. Yeah, absolutely, Patience. And I'm not going to add any more to that, because I think that is the key. Another way to think about it just for a moment is about a smile being a way marker, a signpost. And
Yes.
the smile is a signpost to nourishment, positive nourishment for everybody involved in those smiles. So don't take it for granted. That's the point. Now, just before we go today, I want to mention that in a couple of weeks, for 1 hour only on a Wednesday night, there will be a free workshop aimed at parents, particularly parents of teens. We seem to have lost Patience, but let's not worry, she'll be back as soon as she can be. So we're going to be presenting a brief 1 hour workshop. It's going to be free to attend, and details will be coming out soon. We will share them here during this live a week today, which will be at around about 10:30 UK time, perhaps a little bit later on Tuesday. Today's Tuesday, right? Yeah, it is. And also we'll be sharing them on the Wired for Success Facebook page and via advertisements on Facebook. So watch out for those. Coming from Wired for Success, coming from me, Steve Costello, and my colleague, Patience Modevi. We'll see you soon. Okay, take care. Don't forget, if you've got any questions, get over to the I can't even speak today. get over to the Wired for Success Facebook page. I'm just going to drop the details to that on the screen. Go over there to the Facebook page, leave us your questions. Any question is a good question. The only bad question is one that you didn't ask. So please, please, please do ask. Okay, take care. Have a great week. I hope to speak to you soon.